we're back with another episode of the Lakers Fast Break Podcast, a very unexpected Lakers Fast Break Podcast. It's Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much again for joining us. The Dodgers are the world champions of baseball once again. What a series. What a miraculous series. I just cannot believe how great of a series that was. It just absolutely big shout out though to the Toronto Blue Jays. Man, they had everything going for them. It seemed like at times better pitching, seems a lot of times like better hitting, a little bit more stable relief pitchers. I mean, the Dodgers, several other players struggling in the lineup, several other bullpen pitchers just could not get an out. Yet they persevered, they overcame, and they did it. What a performance by Yamamoto. I'm telling you right now, just absolutely fantastic. Coming off one day, yesterday, 96 pitches, comes into this game and pitches 3 innings, I believe. Absolutely, just a tremendous performance. And the Dodgers came back, home run. Back into the game. Edman, Smith, Teo, Muncy, and Rojas, with Rojas getting a clutch homer and Will Smith just finishing it off in the 11th inning, hitting that solo homer. Shohei struggled with his pitching, but I'll tell you what, he was still great in the series hitting-wise. Robleski gave you an inning of 2-hit, 0-run ball. Glasnow gave you 2 innings with only 1 run given up. Sheehan gave you an inning. Snell gave you an inning. But Yamamoto finished it off with 2 2/3 innings of just a great gutsy performance. Man, just 34 pitches he pitched after a day with 96 pitches. Just absolutely incredible. John, what's going on? Mark, get up here, my friend. Homelander, great to have you here. JSJ, I'm doing this in honor of my friend Joe Soro and also Vari. Vari, great job all season long on the Joe Soro Experiment channel, aka playback.tv/the Joe Soro Experiment, because he was there every single game, making sure that everybody could go ahead and get a chance to see these games. So big shout out to Vari. He was so frustrated, broke his headset, but he did get a chance to come on at the very last half inning. What a special game. Man on third, had the guy, just absolutely just had to get the guy into a double play, and it worked out that way. Exactly the way we were hoping it worked out. Got the double play that was needed. What a game. What a series. The Dodgers come back to win 5-4 in 11 innings, and they take the series. They are back-to-back world champions. John, yes, I thought the Yankees-Dodgers was really good, but I've seen a little bit better. This one was way better. This was way better. You know, you put in the 18-inning game, the comeback of the, in the face of adversity by Toronto, taking 2 of 3 in Los Angeles, and then the Dodgers with seemingly insurmountable odds coming back to Toronto. Toronto having all the momentum in the world, yet the Dodgers got it done. Not only yesterday, but today as well. Absolutely. And being behind virtually the entire game, and they still got it done. Yeah, John, this has to be one of the best World Series of all times. And here's the man indeed. What a great job all season long by Vari, aka Sports Baby, on the Joe Soro Experiment channel. Vari, congratulations to you, my friend. You have been up and down with the Dodgers all season long. This series, I think, aged you about 28 years. I'm telling you what, my friend, I would turn on the playback and I just feel I was worried about you because just how much you were stressing out. Again, the Dodgers, their middle of their lineup was terrible. Their bullpen at times was terrible. And you know what? Roberts, you have to give a lot of credit for. He pushed enough right buttons and got it done, Vari.
Gerald, what can I tell you? Can you guys see me properly? Because I broke my bloody headset.
You're all good. You're all good, my friend.
Look, man, I kind of gave up on the guys, man. Sorry, guys, I just couldn't do it anymore. Gerald, they were the hitters. They were just coming up. Kike, um, Edmund, Muncie, they weren't giving us nothing, and we're just getting so frustrating. But like you said, man, Roberts pushed the right buttons. I know I criticize Roberts a lot, and I get upset at him. But man, you got to just kind of, when the credit is due, give him the credit. Give him
Yeah,
the credit. Give everyone some credit. Roberts gets a lot of credit. And man, what can I say, Joe? I'm so happy, man. I just messaged Joe. I don't know what Joe's doing, but man, it was a great game. That was probably one of the best games of sport I have seen, Gerald. Honestly, like I've seen me and Mark. I've seen a lot of our rugby league team games, but man, I
yeah,
mean, that is one of the best I've seen. What a win, boys! What a win! Down 3-0, down 3-0, and we came back. Rahas, what a champion, man! Rahas, and to me, Yamamoto is the MVP of the series. He is the MVP, man. Without him, we wouldn't be here. Thank you very much. And thanks to everyone
absolutely.
joining us. Thank you, Craig. You were there like pretty much all 162 games. Thank you,
Yes.
guys. And thanks for Joe for supporting us on the Joe Soro experiment playback. And now we're going to repay back and support you guys with the Lakers.
Absolutely, and hoping that that's going to be a great season for the Lakers as well. But man, shout out to you, Vari. Shout out to Craig, who was there, like you said, all season long. And Joe, wherever you're at, my friend, whether you decide to jump on or not, I can send you a link. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead again. You guys deserve it. The what you've been through, what you went and put yourself through. The this bullpen has given you guys just anxiety all year long, and then when the Dodgers least needed it, you know, guys like Mookie Betts, Kike Hernandez, the clutch hitter in the playoffs, Muncie for the most part until he got a homer today. Those guys have been struggling all World Series long. It made it looked like the Dodgers were going to have their backs against the wall. Nothing in the series looked like it was going to go the Dodgers' way, yet somehow they managed to do it. They managed to overcome all of that and get the job done, Vari.
Yeah, Gerald. I mean, look, man. Even throughout the whole season, it was up and down. We kind of won the first 10 games, and then we kind of took a step down. But our bullpen has been awful the whole season, awful. But we just came back in clutch times. Freeman, you see Rojas, Yamamoto, Atani, and they just did it for us, man. We relied on these guys heavily. We relied on our stars heavily this year to get us this win, and we done it. We finally did it, and I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't care what happens next year, Gerald. We're back to back. That hasn't happened in
Let's go
ages.
three-peat.
Yeah,
No, Pat Riley's famous word. He trademarked it. Three-peat, man. Three-peat. Let's three-peat the
I want a
sucker.
three-peat, man. But for now, Gerald, let me just let it sink in now, because I still can't believe we did it, man. Like, man, is honestly, man, I don't know what to say anymore. Honestly,
I'm so
yeah,
happy.
yeah,
I'm so happy for the entire team. Otani, Yamamoto for gutting it out like he did. Clayton Kershaw in his final season. Again, he was warming up in the bullpen. Him and Sasaki. That would have even been really more telling if that would have been the case, and he would have been able to finish off. But he, in his last moment as a baseball player, got the out that he needed to in this series. Helped keep the Dodgers in. Where do you think it all went wrong for the Blue Jays? I mean, I'm going back to last night and that double play to end the game, or you could say when the ball got wedged in there as far as underneath the wall, and that it was ruled a ground rule double. I mean, maybe that's the case, but still, today they still had their chances as well to win this game, every chance to win this game, but didn't get it done. Where do you think it just that? What do you think was the key moment for Toronto and how they lost this game?
yeah, Gerald. I agree with you. I reckon that ball when it wedged yesterday, that was a kind of starter, because I was
Yeah,
watching one of the MLB analysis. He was talking about it, and he was saying it's very hard, like it's one in a million chances that ball can get wedged. He actually, Gerald, he had a ball in his hand and he was trying to wedge it, and he
yeah,
couldn't. He had to lift the actual phone and then put the ball in. So I
yeah.
don't know, like that was kind of, like it was kind of a lucky break, and that double play at the end of the game. And man, like today, like it looked like Blue Jays were going to run away with it, but we didn't give up, to be honest. And I kind of gave up because I couldn't do it anymore, man. I couldn't do it. They were coming up to bat, and it was a fly ball, deep fly, strikeout. And I'm like, you know what? But Rojas came up with the goods. But I reckon, Gerald, it was a double play at the end of the match. But that wedge of the ball started the what happened to the Blue Jays, the slump,
Yeah.
them to lose. But man,
and Rojas did save us. But also getting Pajes in there. He put Pajes late in the game, and Pajes made a clutch catch. Putting Rojas in there obviously helped had tremendous with his clutch home run as well. And then, of course, just absolutely just we always criticize during the playback about how the Dodgers seemingly it's home run or nothing, right? It's home run or nothing. Always got to do the big swing. They don't want to really put anything on the ground. They don't want to put anything like in play. They don't want to. If they paid off, 5 solo homers, it paid off. It's not exactly the recipe that you want, but in 2025, this is the age where it's now seemingly strikeout or home run, my friend. So the Dodgers are the quintessential team of 2025 because they got it done by hitting homers and nothing but homers to get the job done.
Yeah, Jared, like everyone was saying on the playback, like man, it was me saying it anyway, but we can't do it with solo home runs. You could see
They did it with solo home runs. I know.
We couldn't do it, but we managed to do it. I don't know how it happened. And the Blue Jays, everyone was getting hits. All the hitters were getting great hits. Okay, Bichette was injured. I think he has to have an operation for his knee. He was getting hits. He was coming in and getting hits.
Yeah.
Springer, what happened with injury with him? He's screaming every time he was hitting the ball. He was getting hits. He was 2 for 2. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, we can't do it with solo home runs. You can't do it. But somehow, like you said, they managed to do it. And it looks like analytics says it's either homer or that's it. So we kind of came in, did it. We got solo home runs. I thought it wouldn't be enough. I thought we needed at least a 2-run home run jack or 3-run jack. But somehow, miracle. And thank you to Nick. It's like Vari. There's a miracle happening today, and it's gonna happen. I don't know, Nick. I don't know, man. If you were in the future or something, but it worked, man. It just like we got there. We got to the 9th inning. Rojas came in. We managed to get one more homer, and then it was just do or die from there, Gerald. And Yamamoto, Yamamoto, awesome. After pitching 90-something pitches, he comes in and pitches. I think 2 innings he pitched, 2 or 3 innings. I think it was. Was it 2?
Yes. He pitched almost 3 innings, 2 and 2/3.
Almost 3 innings. And man, you can't. For me, he's the MVP. Without him, we would not have won this series. And can't say much more than that, to be honest.
Well, he said yesterday to Dave Roberts, he said he could do 100, 125, 120 pitches. In 2 days, he did 126 pitches. Actually, no, actually a little more than that. He did 36, closing in. What does that do? About about 130, about 130 pitches. So, man, absolutely. Is it Shohei tough? I don't know who the.
It has to be. It has to be Yamamoto, man. It has to be. Let me check.
Just amazing performance by Yamamoto. 96 pitches yesterday. Today coming back with 34. 34 is actually so. It is 130 pitches in 2 days. Just a tremendous performance from him. But you looking up and down that Blue Jays lineup, man, they've got hitters. Clement was hitting 411 for the series. Barger was hitting 367. Bichette was hitting 348. By the way, I think that was a bad move by bringing in Falifa into it instead of Bichette, and not keeping Bichette out there. But hey, I know Bichette's injured right now, but I would have kept him out there as best I can. 348 for him. Guerrero 397. Springer was 284. Luke's was 274. Again, you look at the Dodgers. Luke's was like I mentioned, 274. No Dodger. Actually, I'm sorry. Two Dodgers hit right there at 276 and 278. Those were the top hitters for the Dodgers. Most of them were low twos or into these, just really just bad performances as far as from the hitting wise. So absolutely, just the numbers will always point towards Toronto dominating this series, but somehow the Dodgers, every chance they needed to, every opportunity when their backs were against the wall, they got it done.
Yeah, Gerald. It was just awesome, man. I'm having a look at the average now. The Blue Jays, the average is all like 200 plus, man. 200 plus. There's a Clemens at 411, like you were saying. Bichette 348. You already said all of them anyway. But I agree, man. Bringing in Kina Khalifa was probably a mistake they did. That probably could have cost them the game. But man, I'm so relieved. I'm just gonna have to go back after this show and watch the last few innings again, because man, I couldn't watch half the time. I was just walking up and down the hallway because I couldn't handle it anymore. And thanks to everyone that joined us, and we did it, man. We're back-to-back champions. And as you said before, let's go next year and let's get a 3P. We're gonna try our best.
Repeat.
But they have to make. What do you think, Gerald? They're gonna make a change in the bullpen. They have to make a change somewhere there.
I think they'll reevaluate. Plus, some of the Dodgers. I know I saw the comments you guys were making to each other during the course of playback, and you talked about some of the Dodgers maybe getting a bit long in the teeth. You might have to figure that out as far as some of the players that might need to be replaced, and figure out that from there. But the bullpen, again, I said from the beginning of the season when I saw them really going bad as far as the bullpen is, the Dodgers are going to go as far as their bullpen would take them. Now, little did I know that bullpen would be Yamamoto and Snell and guys like that. Their starters coming to play. But hey, credit Roberts, leaving it all out on the table. Game 7, Glass now, Snell, Yamamoto. Those were your relievers today. Sheehan and Robleski came in as well, provided some good help. Yeah, just absolutely. The biggest risk was Sheehan, who had been struggling the entire World Series, but he got a clean inning. So good, good on the Dodgers. Again, I said, that they would go as far as their bullpen took them, and even if it was starters in that bullpen, hell, they got it done today, especially on the day Ohtani just didn't have it. And that's again, Toronto's going to be kicking themselves because on the day, on a series where Ohtani on 2 occasions did get it done pitching for the Dodgers, they still didn't get the job done. They still didn't get the job done, and that was really, really. If you're a Toronto fan, you really have to be thinking about all the missed opportunities you made, the missed opportunities you had, and that you didn't get it done once again.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, they're winning 3-0 in this game, and looked like at one stage, man, like they were going to go with it because we weren't hitting well at all. We were just going to get that. We were getting to go to get the solo home run. Without the home runs, that we weren't hitting the ball. We were just going for the home runs. But they managed to do them, man. And look, Blue Jays, what can I say, man? They played great the whole series, man. They did have their chances, and they kind of like didn't take them. And we kind of came up with the goods, and we got them in the last game of the World Series. And all that's to the boys that played today, man. And Roberts, give Roberts some credit. But I'm trying to look at they haven't still announced the MVP. Everyone's saying Yamamoto. I think he pitched something like 17 innings, Gerald. 17.2 innings. Man, that's awesome, man. Like doing back-to-back games like that is something. And you needed to rely on him. He was the man that you knew he was going to pitch the last few innings if it went deep. Look, I said Kershaw to come in, but I think 5-4 wasn't enough for Kershaw. Maybe if we were like maybe 3 runs in front, maybe he could have pushed Kershaw in the last out, one more out to go. But it was so, you had to leave Yamamoto. You brought him in, you had to live with him. Either we won or either we lost that game. And you got it done for us. Thank you.
RK, Ali, I don't think they'll close the schools. They never close the schools but for the Lakers championships. But Yamamoto for MVP. I would say yes, tough, because Otani's effectiveness faded over the course of the latter half of the series, even though he still, hit pretty good overall for the series. But let me bring you the stats. But Yamamoto, I think I would have to lean Yamamoto personally, but that's just me, especially because Otani struggled as far as a pitcher is concerned, and he only hit 265 for the series. So I would probably lean Yamamoto would be my deal. But again, you we're not going to go ahead. I'm not going to be critical of Otani. If it wasn't for his incredible performance, probably one of the single greatest game from an individual I have ever seen, we would not be in the World Series, or the Dodgers would not be in the World Series in the first place. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I know Joker. Shout out to your Longhorns, Hook'em Horns. They won. Not quite the season that they were expected to have, being the preseason number one, but Manning getting back on track is a good thing for you. My Trojans, fight on. They won. My Rebels, they lost at home because I think Vari is a better defender than what they have in there in UNLV right now, because defense is pretty shoddy. But wanted to give a shout out because no Joker asked for it, so you got it, my friend. Your support means a whole lot to us on all the channels. But once again, the Dodgers are the back-to-back world champions. They win 5-4 in 11 innings. Vari, just a sensational moment for Los Angeles baseball and Dodgers fans around the world. Joe Soro has gotten you guys hooked on Dodger baseball over the years. You, Mark, and so many others in Australia. I'm just so pleased that you guys get rewarded not for just one championship, but for a back-to-back as well, my friend.
Yeah, man. I mean, Joe got us into this a few years ago, man. We kind of this like last year. I watched half of the games, probably half of the games. But this year, I said to myself, no, I'm gonna try to watch every single game, and if I can't watch it, I'm gonna watch the whole replay. Some of the games here were at like 3, 4 in the morning, and Craig will put them on playback. The ones I couldn't wake up for, but I watched the replays, the full replays after. But thanks to Mark, man, and thanks to Craig, and thanks to everyone that supported us throughout the whole year with the Joe Soro experiment. And now we look forward to the LFB and what the Lakers can do for the rest of the season. They've got off to a good start. Luke is back. Everyone's playing well, and good luck to you guys for the rest of the season.
Big shout out to Craig. Like you said, every time I popped over to playback on yours and Joe's channel, Craig was there. Such a devoted individual to the Dodgers, and big shout out to Craig for being there day in, day out. And like you said, he picked up the slack when you couldn't make it in. Like you said, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning is a tough deal to ask for. And Craig, in those days really helped out. And, you guys deserve it. You guys were there 162 days, 162 games a year, and then also the playoffs on top of it. You guys get a lot of credit for being so supportive of the Dodgers Blue.
Yeah, thanks, Joe, man. Like we said, we're gonna try and do it this year. I know Joe couldn't be there at times because of work, and he was away. And sometimes it's hard because sometimes he wants to watch it on TV, and if you want to watch it on TV, you can't get the timing right. But he came in when he could, and I mean everyone helped us out and was there and supported us. Thanks to all the members and on the Joe Soro playback and on his YouTube. I mean, look, man, we do this. We don't get paid for it. We do it for fun. We do it to get to know everyone, and it was nice to know everyone. Like you guys, I got to meet you guys. I talk to you guys every time. We've got the WhatsApp group, and it's nice to have someone abroad, talking to you about different sports. That was an awesome year, man. Look, Dodgers played well. I mean, look, give some credit to the Jays, man. They really put pressure on us, man. They took us to Game 7. And everyone I thought it was going to be like 4-2 or like 4-1, but they took it to us to Game 7, and they took every ounce of sweat from all of us, and we managed to do it in the 12th? I haven't forgotten now. Was it the 12th? We managed to do it in the 12th because of Rojas.
11th.
Yeah, 11th. Because of Rojas, and just give credit where credit is due. And now we're gonna have a good three months off and get ready for the for next season. So yeah, Gerald,
Spring
can't really say.
training will be right around the corner, my friend.
Yep, we'll be right around the corner, and we'll see what the Dodgers come up with, what changes we can make. If they're going to make some changes to the bullpen, which I think they have to. I don't know with Muncy and Edmund. I don't know what they're going to do there, but man, when they're not getting hits, it just puts a lot of pressure on the Stars, and that's why we relied heavily on Yamamoto with the pitching
Yeah,
side. Yamamoto, Snell, and Glasnow, because the bullpen
yeah,
didn't show up, and then we relied heavily on the hitters because the middle of the order didn't, at times they didn't show up. And you see in this World Series, they didn't just show up; they would just get striking and pop ups and fly balls. And we relied heavily. When you rely heavily, at that moment you just need a miracle. When you rely heavily on your Stars, it just becomes now it's a miracle. And today was definitely a miracle, man. I can't be more happy
absolutely.
for all the LA.
I'm looking at your transcript that you guys had in the WhatsApp chat that we have on the side for Lakers Fast Break, and to see you going from one extreme to the next is hilarious. But like you said, Laker Nick, who we'll call Dodger Nick for tonight, big shout out to Nick. Hope he can get jumped on the show with us, but it looks like he can't. He said, he said this at 7:30 when you were really disheartened about what was going on and it really did not look good for the Dodgers. He said that keep up the faith, and that we might get pleasantly surprised, and we did indeed. What a comeback victory! What a comeback series for the Dodgers. This could go down as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, World Series in history, my friend.
Well, look, man, I haven't watched a lot of them, Gerald. Probably the last maybe two, 3. I'll be honest with you. Like I've watched games here and there, but I wasn't so much into baseball till Joe really got us into baseball, Mark and I. But yeah, man. You know what I did, Joe? Sorry, Gerald. I went and started making juice with my juicer. I just couldn't do it anymore. Like I started going making some juice, but man, and I seen Nick's post on WhatsApp. I said, "You man, I gotta believe in the Dodgers. Once you're invested in the team, you cannot lose hope. And once you lose hope, like I felt so bad, man, especially for the boys that were there on playback. Sorry, boys, but man, they come to a time where I tried, man. I tried. I broke my headset. I bent my keyboard. My Apple keyboard's bent. I broke my headset, and I said, you know what? Like I was still kept the eye on the score, but it was just too hard to watch. But
Well,
man,
I was saying just try to keep positive, and I was asking you positive. Search was in the chat, trying to keep things positive, and you know what? Sometimes when you just put out those positive vibes, it comes through, and they surprised even me. But I didn't want to get down. I just wanted to try to keep everybody in the chat positive, and I'm glad it worked out for everyone there. Big shout out to Search. Again, the best mod out there. Xbox is out there too, my friend. No worries, man. I know it's hot out there where you're at, but I truly appreciate again all your support when you jumped on stage. And again, like I said, I just wanted to do an honor of you, Vari, and the work that you put in there. I wanted, you had such a big crowd. I wanted to make sure that they had at least someone on stage there, at least trying to help guide them through. And I'm glad that we guided through, man. I'm glad we worked together, especially in that last half inning, you, me, and Mark, and we were able to go ahead and will that victory. Pardon the pun for Will Smith there, but yeah, absolutely, just a fantastic victory. This is probably in all my years, probably the greatest World Series I've ever seen.
Yeah, Gerald. I mean, look, man, Will Smith, awesome few games, awesome few home runs. I mean, he hit a clutch home run a game ago, and to come in again and do what he did, man. And look, man, it's taught me a lesson not to lose hope. I mean, man, I get like I kind of in the dying moments of a game. And Mark knows this with our rugby team. They won this year in the same circumstance as the Dodgers. They came back from 14 points down, and we end up winning. And I kind of like I have focus out, and I have to leave because I can't do it anymore, But now this has really taught me a lesson to believe whether you win or lose. That's the way of sport, man. That's sport. That's the beauty of sport. And we managed to do it again. We managed to win back to back. Let's go and do a 3-peat. And thanks to everyone. Thank you, Gerald, man. Thank you for doing what you did to come on the Joe Soro experiment and to go on stage, and Mark came on, and then I said, you know what, I can't leave him hanging. I've been there all year. I got to be there in the last inning, and it got very hard at that in that last inning. I thought, man, here we go again, and Yamamoto managed to do that double play. What happened in the last game with that double play? We managed to do it again. 2 games in a row, we won off double plays in that inning. Wow, man, what can I say? What can I say? But yeah, Mike, you can laugh at me as much as you want, but it was gold in Mark when he hurt his calf muscle. That was a great moment with me and Mark. We had
I Mark, I got nothing but love for you, Mark, but that was one of the most hilarious things I've seen in my life. And it was one of those things where I felt so terrible, but I just couldn't stop laughing. I just
Yeah, Joe. I mean, that game we watching the rugby, man, was
laughing
same,
about it now.
same sort
I
of thing,
feel
Joe.
like a
The
jackass,
last
man.
five moments, and then, and then Mark, he's got that. He kind of he doesn't scream out loud. He just kind of he talks slow. Come on, come on. He did it again today with the Dodgers. When we got that run,
And
but
then he said, "Oh my
yeah,
God."
yeah,
Oh,
like yeah.
no, I didn't want to laugh, but it was just so fun. I'm so sorry, Mark. I let you down as a friend. Just,
And I was so happy, man. I didn't even tell him, "Are you okay?" After like 10 minutes later, I go, "Mark, what happened?" He's like, "Man, I think I broke my leg." I'm like, "What happened? Are you kidding?" Had to go back and play back to watch it again, and I just started laughing, man. But Aaron, man, we did it, Aaron. We did it.
absolutely.
You
Search and
know.
destroy. Thank you so much for the super chat. He said,
Thank you, my
"God bless
pleasure.
family. Great
Thank you, my
win."
pleasure.
Dean Chambers said, "Well, just became a baseball fan and a Dodgers fan with this series. Dean, great to have you aboard. This is normally the Lakers fast break, but I did want to, in honor of my friend Vari and in honor of my friend Joe Soro, who normally would be doing it on his channel, wanted to go ahead and make sure that we did something in celebration and in honor the Los Angeles Dodgers as the new back-to-back world champions for baseball with an incredible come from behind victory, 5-4 in 11 innings on a Will Smith home run. Just absolutely sensational. Again, it just heart stopping at every single moment. All the odds, the pitching, the hitting, everything seemed to line up for the Blue Jays, but somehow, again, the Dodgers found a way to get it done. And I'm just so blessed that they were able to do so, and so happy for all of you diehard Dodgers fans that have lived and died with the Dodgers this season. And I'm just so thankful to all you guys out there. Truly appreciate it. Again, Search and No Jerker, thank you so much for the absolutely great super chats. He says,
Thank
"Can
you,
we
boys.
dream a Lakers miracle?" Well, we could dream it, and let's hope the Lakers can follow up with a championship of their own. I know Vari's team.
Finally, we won one.
You won one over Golden State
Tron was
today,
wrong.
so yeah.
Tron was wrong. Tron said we're going to go 0 for 10. We're 1 for 5.
Yes, he did
Let's
say
go.
that. Yeah, I already kidded Sean about that, but you know what? Golden State choked. They had a lead with 1 minute left, and they absolutely choked it. And then you know what? That's it. That's the way basketball is. But Aaron says this was for Alex Vesia. You know what? Shout out to the Toronto Raptors again. Not just because of good sportsmanship, but their relievers, I want to credit to them. Their relievers honored Vesia with writing 51 on their hats. That's a lot of class. They're a little nasty between teams, but to do that based on all the stuff that Vesia is going through right now because of what's been believed to be happening, although it hasn't been 100% confirmed, but we think what might happen. Big shout out to both teams for honoring him on that, and our prayers and thoughts are with Vesia and his family. Hopefully, the victory tonight will ease some of that pain for him and Vari. Just a sensational series, and again, doing this for Vesia, absolutely. I'm hoping they'll keep him in his thoughts as they celebrate tonight.
Yeah, I mean, look, man, Vesia, man, it was like sad what happened. Like we don't really know what happened. He said he's gonna tell everyone after the World Series because he didn't want to, you know, put pressure on the boys. And but you know what? He's even in hard times, he was thinking about the team. That's the
Yeah,
kind of player Vesia is. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I just hope it's not what we think it is, but we will soon find out. And this was for Vessia, and thank you, Vessia, for all that you've done the whole season. I mean, he's been one of our best, if not the best, in the bullpen there. And so sad what's happened to Vessia, but let's hope this win, like you said, can ease some of that pain, and we will surely find out what happened with him there, him missing the World Series. But thanks to everyone. I mean, thanks to you, Gerald. Thanks to Aaron. Thanks to Mark. Thanks to Tough. Thanks to Div. No Joker, Craig, everyone that I forgot to mention. I'm sorry if I forgot to mention your name. JSJ, Nick. Like if I forgot to mention your name, I'm sorry. I'm just so overwhelmed in this.
Big shout out Tough as well. Big shout out Tough as well, dude. Yeah. Aaron, Dean Chambers. Yeah, everybody who stopped by tonight on both, here and your channel on playback. Yeah, big shout out to everyone who's done all season long. You guys have been sensational. Again, the Dodgers back-to-back champions. Div, yeah, that was a great game. Absolutely fantastic game. Just and to do this on the back-to-back last year with that sensational victory over the Yankees, and to do it after that sensational victory in 18 innings, then to come back after getting there, they got Vari. When Joe, everybody out there were saying it when the Dodgers were heading back to Toronto after they got their ass kicked in 2 games straight. It just looked like, dead man walking. Joe, you guys didn't have any hope for the Dodgers as well. It didn't look good. No one had any real hope for the Dodgers. I mean, they were pitching better, they were hitting better than the Dodgers. It did not look good at all. But man, credit to the team, and I think we're going to have to get finally on the Dave Roberts bandwagon. I think he just solidified his Hall of Fame status by what he did here tonight. He punched just enough, the right tickets. He pushed the right buttons just enough to get it going. But man, those solo home runs, I mean, this is the way baseball is now in 2025. It's not the baseball I was grew up as, because it was more like you talked about, getting hits, doubles, singles, just getting a lot of hits, hitting for average. The Toronto Blue Jays were more like what I remember the baseball to be. But in the end, it's like the 3-pointer that the Golden State Warriors really ushered in back in the mid-teens of last decade, when they started to win a lot of games and win their championships. They ushered in a new era and embraced the 3-pointer. I mean, this baseball now, where they embrace the strikeouts to get those home runs, my friend, that's the way it is. And ultimately, the analytic 2025 baseball won out.
Yeah, Gerald, like you said, man, look, throughout this whole postseason, we have proved one thing, that we can win away. Against the Phillies, we won the first 2 games. Against the Brewers, we won the first 2 games away. So when we lost that game, and me and Joe were like, it's very hard for us to get the win, because at that point it was like we weren't getting any hits with our middle order and bottom order. We relied heavily on our stars. But the only thing I said to myself was, we've won most of our away games, so I had a bit of hope. But I did not think in the World Series we were going to win the last 2 games away, even though we proved that we could win away with our record with the Phillies and the Brewers, which we won those first 2 games away. We managed to do it, man. We managed to do it. And as you said, it looks like analytics has shown that, the home run is like that 3-ball in basketball. That's probably the similar thing where you can say that home run in baseball is like that 3-pointer in basketball. And those 2 have showed that they can win you chips. And today it's solidified that is the way to go in 2025. And man, we said, and Joe said this, if the Dodgers can win this back-to-back, we congratulate Roberts, and we can't say nothing bad about him. Anything that happens next year, I promise you I'm not saying nothing bad about Roberts anymore. We said if he doesn't this year,
I'll have to hear it and see it to believe it. I'll just leave it at that between you guys.
I'm gonna try, but yeah, I said to myself, if Roberts can do it, that's it. I mean, I've criticized him, like bringing in pictures, and especially with Kim having like the good average. I think it was like 250, 300, and he didn't play. I don't know if he didn't believe in him or he didn't trust him on the field. But I thought he should have given Kim a go, especially with Edmund playing that bad. You know what I mean? He could play in second base there. But look, we finally did it. We've won. Let's just congratulate the boys and enjoy this win. And when it comes to next year, let's do when it comes. Let's worry about next year when it comes. And thanks to everyone, man. Thank you very much, Gerald, for doing this show. Thank you very much. We're going to support you with your LFB. And please, everyone, man, like we have to try and get the numbers up because, as Gerald said in playback, it's very hard to do this. It's very hard when there's not enough members. And I know in other channels, like Gerald said, our member ratio to people that watch is very high. And that tells you, you know what that tells you? That we are real. We are not fake. We are not fake. When you have channels out there with 300-400 subscribers, and when you have 1,000 people watching, what does that tell you? It's all bought. They're all bots. Okay. When that ratio is different, big difference, it tells you they're fake. They're fake subscribers. They're not real. We are real, man. We are real. So thanks to everyone. Please tell your friends and family, whether it's baseball, whether it's basketball with the LFB. Try to tell your friends and family, become subscribers. If you want to become a member on the LFB, it's $2.99 a month. In America, in Australia, it's $1 more, $3.99. Let's support us, support these guys, support Gerald and support Joe. And yeah, man, let's make it happen. But I thank you, Gerald. You come on every day. You don't get paid for this, but you come on out of love for everyone because everyone's like saying, don't give up, just keep on going. But Gerald, like you said, you can't keep on doing this with this kind of amount of subscribers. We have to get up to like at least 100,000 Ks to keep this going. So we'll see what everyone can do. Support us, support Gerald. Thanks for everyone. Thank you, Gerald, for doing this. And we did it. Thank you.
Well said, my friend. Well said. And before we head on out, I do want to give a special congratulations to Empire Jeff TV. He laid in the faith with Dave Roberts all season long. I'm sure, as Joe mentioned, he counseled him several times this season about Dave Roberts, and so credit to Empire Jeff for his faith in the Dodgers and his faith in Dave Roberts. So I want to give him a shout on that. But thank you. Like SP said, please like and subscribe. We're trying to go ahead and become one of the big boys when it comes to covering the Lakers because we provide an entertainment value for our Lakers coverage that no one else can match. So if you have people out there that love the Lakers and love talking about the NBA, hopefully you'll allow them the opportunity to give us a shot. And hopefully we'll actually make up for that by being their favorite channel indeed. So definitely looking forward to seeing what we can do with the Lakers. The Dodgers have done their part. Can the Lakers do the same? We'll find out starting tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll be back on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break at 6:30. I think it's the game against Miami. It's a back-to-back, but Luka is back. We did find out that DeAndre Ayton with back spasms is probable for tomorrow, so he should return for tomorrow. Adu Thiero was activated for tomorrow's game, so we'll see possibly what the rookie second rounder is all about. But yes, JSJ, I said 38 years, but I think you're right, JSJ. Vari did age 50 years in this World Series alone, my friend. But Vari, sensational job all year long, my friend, covering the Dodgers, providing many games between you and Craig, carrying the Dodgers flag all year long, ups and downs. Been tremendous hearing you and watching your coverage all year round. So I want to again give the biggest shout out to you for all the things that you've done for Joe, for myself, and for the community out there, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, Gerald, man. Thanks to everyone. The baseball season is officially over now. Now we're gonna move on to the LFB, the LFB playback and the post game shows. Support Gerald, support everyone there. Go to the playback, join us in playback. We have fun. We engage with our audience. The boys try and answer your questions as much as they can. I am 90 now. I've literally lost like 20 years of my life. I don't know how many heartbeats you have in your life, but I think I've lost maybe quarter of them, honestly. But to be honest, but yeah. So after this, we're gonna move on to the basketball now, and good luck to the Lakers. And there's a game on, Gerald, tomorrow for the Lakers.
Yep, tomorrow against Miami at home. It'll be 6:30. We'll have it for them on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. And then, of course, our world famous post game coming up right after. It is a back to back, so the Lakers will also have a game on Monday. But you guys support the Dodgers. Go Dodgers. They are back to back world champions. So for Vari, aka Sports Baby, it's me, Gerald Glassford. Want to thank you so much for watching and listening. Please support us by liking and subscribing, following us on Playback, and doing whatever you can. Now that the Dodgers have won a world championship, it's up for the Lakers. Can they do the same? Follow us all season long right here on the Lakers Fast Break Podcast. And from all of us at the LFB, congratulations to the Dodgers.
Back to back. Go the Dodgers! Go the Dodgers! We did it, baby! Where's Joe?
Exactly. Where is Joe?
Oh, boys,
he'll be happy next time we talk. That's for sure.
I love you guys. Good luck to the Lakers, baby. Good luck. See you.